Got my bad do-rags on. Okay, we're gonna talk about this white racist ratchet uh bitch in training. Okay, didn't do nothing. The privilege didn't do nothing. Made a Snapchat video talking about she hate queers and black people. And well, I hope there won't be nobody I kiss the girl and I like it people around you too, okay? No girls going wild making out each other because that's kind of queerish too, okay? Don't try to make a double standard when it comes to dudes and women. It's still okay. Thank you, call like it is. Your boyfriend better not ask for no threesome and shit, but that's queerish. You know what I'm saying? If you put another dude or put another girl in there, most likely he try to put another girl in there and you don't want to participate, okay? Now, not being dirty to a child, it's just that it's kind of weird when they mention queer. It's always go to the male homosexuality and female, but it's hypocrisy because two women doing something together, two men doing something together that's sexual, as in genital acts, okay, that's still the same thing, okay. So and you can't call it any other way. You might like it, but you're not God to say it's okay, okay. So let's be real. In the Bible, just like two men, two women having sex with each other, or y'all having threesomes, whether it be opposite sex in that orgies actually is what it is. It's just as wrong as people having sex out of wedlock, people having sex with outside their spouse, okay, whether it be the same gender or the opposite. You're not, it could be opposite gender that's married to have sex, right? And you better not be having sex with no kids either, and doing porn, and better not do get a child porn. That's sick as hell. Okay, so we're talking about all the sexual immoral things. If you want to go biblical with that, okay. I know I'm cussing. That's not biblically okay. But the truth of the matter is, this little girl comes in and make these video about queer. I had to laugh because we in 2018, and we know the younger generation. There's even people changing their identity when it comes to their gender. It's totally different from my generation. When I was coming in the 90s, it was very homophobic. Yes, it was. Of course, it was being addressed. Okay, but when I was coming in the 80s, girls who were gay, lesbian, and guys too, bisexual, you was outcast just automatically. Yes, in the pornography that we not supposed to look at back in the day, but them grown folks did. There were two women making it out, and the dude coming in do all the other stuff. But in the main culture, you didn't see I kissed a girl until Madonna did it. Just for my love. So that's how old I am. I'm 30, almost 39 years old, couple more months. Okay, I'm almost 40. So I remember Just for My Love. I remember like, dang, I want to see Just for My Love, and what all the controversy about back in 1990 when I was in fifth grade, and I had to go to bed at 10 o'clock and watch. And I could watch it the nighttime interview with Madonna. Okay, defending that video that MTV pulled out. Okay, you didn't see none of that stuff in the 80s. Okay, at the time. It's the Reagan days, okay? And this was the WASP culture, the conservative WASP culture. They wanted to bring those days back when they put it like they did with Trump right now. That's why Carter lost, and when Carter was president when I was born in '79. So that culture, because remember the sexual revolution, you had integration, you had sexual revolution, you had Planned Parenthood, which I'm against Planned Parenthood. You had the pornography, people come to, and people was having sex out of wedlock. It wasn't matter what color it was, okay? Like, I hate hear people talking about the single parent household in the black community, but there was white women having kids out of wedlock. There was Hispanic women in this side of the board, and maybe not traditional Hispanic women in Mexico or Puerto Rico, but in here in the States, Americanization lies, Latinas and Asians, all colors of having sex. And, at the time, people dance disco 54 had thoughts, male thoughts, female thoughts. People get drugged on weed and cocaine before it turned to crack. Okay, and you had straight, gay, bi. Okay, boogie nights, and you had all that going on. Okay, so the Republicans, since they used to be Democrats, they changed their party to Republicans after the civil rights movement. They was the one who was against this. Their culture, a lot of white kids went to, when they integrated school, went to, I need this little girl to understand this. while the white kids, especially who are Protestant evangelical fundamentalists, why those who are African American descent, who think your brothers and sisters in Christ, as an ex-Protestant, I don't know every white person's heart who of that faith, but you shocked that they defended Trump and didn't care about your partially black ass. Let me cuss up in here and talk about religion, where we dark alike, because none of us are pure black and we all part white in America. Okay, you shocked about that? No. When the culture changed, okay, that's when it got scared. And that's back when I was born in 79, and that's when it was protesting, and that's why they put Reagan as president. Remember, Reagan was a actor. He was not a politician until later. He later became governor of California, which I see why California had a little racism now. So that was more liberal place to go to back in the day. A lot of people from segregation, African American people went down there to get escapes to South. Okay, my family, I have family members in California as well, North and South of California. Okay, so do you understand? Okay, there was a way to get opportunity and everything else. And I guess when white folks saw this who were racist, they brought the ones from the Klan to be the work at the police department. Just Avatar work at LAPD in San Francisco in the South to come away from them to bring their mentality there. Okay, so anyway, and so when the AIDS scare came in, that's when homophobia started to go back to where it used to be like in the 1950s and 60s. Okay, and people make if we call a gay man gay man with AIDS, road gay, what's it road AIDS or something like that, road AIDS, something like that, because they get the pills, you know what I'm saying? So I remember hearing those stuff, okay, and you didn't see too many gay stuff on TV like you hear in the 90s to start to break out, okay? And even Madonna, she was clean up. She wasn't talking about sex and her stuff would be straight, gay, or bi, lesbian. She was clean up. She was America's sweetheart, okay, back in the 80s. She was the female Michael Jackson, okay? The white female Michael Jackson, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So, before Whitney Houston came into the scene, her and Whitney Houston, Prince and Michael Jackson, and they on Janet, that was the time, okay? In the pop scene, okay? And you had the rock and you had the hip hop, okay? It was called rap then, okay? So, you gotta understand, and a lot of people was not into gay stuff. You can see two women kissing at a straight club, okay? You can see this. We might bring this up because this little girl now in 2018 don't know her history because she's a little girl, okay? So when I look at this video, and we want to bring this up as I grew up in the 90s, that's when people was pushing the envelope. It became both equal, two men, two women. Okay, I remember watching stuff on MTV. What's that show that's coming at nighttime? And then you had, you know what I'm saying? But it started to gravitate because it's a male-dominant society, and a lot of the men, whether it be down low or extremely straight guys, really straight guys, was promoting this lesbo stuff. They prefer it over the male, but like some of them was engaged in some gay stuff. Like I hear about the hip hop and rock industry. You think some of them dudes, I wasn't putting them past them. Okay, so therefore, they were promoting. That's why you had the Madonna kissing the girl, and Madonna was the first, actually one of the main artists that I know of to even go that far, should I say, back in the day. Then you had Roseanne kissing, what's the actress that committed suicide, Hemingway, you know what I'm saying, on the show before Ellen came out the closet, you know what I'm saying? So, we're going to bring this up, and yes, there were women of color doing this too, okay? But you mostly saw white women doing this. Not that all white women are lesbian. No, I'm not making racial stereotypes. To hear a white woman saying this about queer, I want to make sure, do you know what you're talking about? Because when I became an adult, a lot of dudes, not just white dudes, brothers and Latinos, I would prefer two girls kiss. I don't want to see no two faggots kissing. Okay? Having sex. Yeah, I want a threesome. I remember hearing that all the time in the late 90s. And when I get in 2000s, it's funny, y'all talking about gay marriage. But Jerry Springer, every time you hear, we love lesbians, and two guys, good, boo, no matter what the color, y'all get my point, okay? Yeah, you see all colors of girls, women doing that stuff. So, all of a sudden, you hear songs before. Remember, I Kissed a Girl, the first song that came out was Jill Silver, Blonde Blue-Eyed Jill Silver, who sang Super Bowl and Clueless, back in 95. Okay, then Katy Perry came out in 2008, which is 10 years ago. And this is in, people say white culture and mainstream culture, whatever. But when I'm hearing a white girl saying this, and I'm saying that she's gay because she's white or whatever, can you specify what you mean by queers? Because the scene to me that in just like in the hood, the third brothers, okay, that's saying in the stereotypical sense, would prefer they girl go with another girl, even a stud, over a gay dude. Although I hear rumors that they sometimes get their dicks up by some crackheads. That's a man. They say, you know what I'm saying, like drinking the juice of movie, okay, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I hear a lot of them that shit, okay? Yeah, a crackhead sucked the male crackhead sucked the man's dick and everything else, and he said, "I ain't no fake, I ain't gay." You know what I'm saying? You know, when they go to jail, they fuck each other. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's to me it's just weird how people can be hypocritical. But I'm just want to specify when you say queer in that video, baby, what do you mean? Do you mean gay, homosexual, male, or female, or all together? Because now today we live in 2018. We don't live in my day. Okay, and I know Trump is now president, but we still see a lot of presence of girls going wild. Okay, and you know it's not prevalent like it was when I was coming up as a young adult in the 20s. When I see, it's funny when Bush is anti-gay, but every night when I look at TV, the infomercial are two girls and mostly white women kissing each other. And these not no just liberal colleges. These dudes are going to DeJoe Francis, and I never get on Storm. No, I'm not one of spy. I don't have a account with Storm from whatever. Okay, but I remember scrolling down, looking at this back on the in the internet, like they was bashing him being a Jewish man promoting this mess. Okay, but they allowed it to happen. You know what I'm saying? And even Snoop Dogg stopped being on Girl Talk because he didn't like the fact that mostly white women, he couldn't have no women of color, no sisters, Latinas on the show either. You know what I'm saying? On their tapes. So they're coming to the South. They come to southern states like here in Texas, and they doing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they making girls kiss each other. Now, I know he locked up. I know Joe Francis locked up for having a teenage girl coming there. Okay, then check the ID or he did whatever. But they allow it to be happening. Shall I say? So my question is to you: are you engaged in some girl? I kissed a girl. You'll never forget. Even Tyra Banks had a white girl who was Southern Baptist, Southern girl. She said she against homosexuality on Tyra Banks' show. Y'all remember? And this bitch said, I call her bitch, said that she kissed a girl. And even Tyra Banks, you don't think that's kind of lit? No, it's not. It is. Okay? If me and the two guys were kissing the same thing, I hate faggots, but I'm kissing the dude. I mean, I'm not having sex with him, but it's still engaging in some type of, intimate. Y'all get my point. It's not gentle act. Okay? It's a great area because Salvador was about two people having sex. I wasn't talking about two people kissing, okay? But you will see in this culture that in America, it's like, I'm in a couple with the man, okay? Do you know what I'm saying? You would say, hey, he's a hypocrite. Well, I said the same thing when it comes to female. You can't see here say two women can have like Cameron Diaz, my mixed sister who's a part mixed race Hispanic Cuban and part English and German and part American, who said one time that a woman's not a woman. This should say, and I'm sorry, Cameron Diaz, my blonde, blue eye, high yellow sister, mixed Latina. Excuse me, tú eres loca. Excuse me. You said a couple of years ago in a view was talking about if a woman has sex with another woman, she's not lesbian. Well, they need to go for a dude, right? So two men chose to have sex with each other. They not gay. They gay as fuck. Well, they gay as fuck too, cause you still engaged in a sexual act with a woman. A sexual act, your cooch, and a cooch bumping heads together, bumping a cooch together, copper munching and all the other stuff. That's sexual acts. So what? Y'all using a vibrator and a dildo to do each other and using your finger. Okay, not using a real dick. Okay, so that'll be nasty. But I said the double standard in this bullshit. Like when I had to question that because I'm sorry, when you go suburbia, you do see this mess. And we see it in the hood, you see the body, but I'm not trying to be stereotypical. But why that it's more prep? You see the I kissed a girl and two girls. I'm going to a straight club, and if someone plays that song, two girls start kissing. You know what I'm saying? You don't see two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? You might go to a lesbian club to do that shit. Or gay friendly club or lesbian friendly. You know what I'm saying? But it's a straight club where we trying to meet the opposite sex. We're not trying to engage in no type of behavior with the same sex. So it don't make any sense of your argument. So your friends are partying. I bet not see no clips of your friends putting on Snapchat of you kissing another chick and talking about some queer shit. Cause that's hypocritical on their end. So I had to clarify that because people trying to make double standards and change definitions around for their own ignorance. But baby, we will keep it real on my channel. If I see this girl kissing another chick in here and she engaged in some type of lesbian action, she can't call her body queer because she do some queer shit her own damn self. I gotta call. In 2018, this mess goes on. I'm from the 90s and 80s, and we know if a girl do that type of stuff, she was called a dyke, just like a dude doing was called a fag. It was equal. But when dudes start, and especially some dumb women, no offense, start coming here with this mess that two girls have said like Wendy Williams, and I see why she said because when Judge Mathis exposed Wendy Williams, Wendell, Wendell, Rufus, Clyde Williams, she sit here when Judge Mathis exposed herself, she didn't bisexual. I see why you was on DJ Flag talking about if two girls she experienced with two men. Bitch, sorry, not to say bitch and use the man above name. You not God to say that. You know doggone well in my eyes the Lord it's a sin to have two people have sex with each other of the same gender, what they male, female, because it's supposed to be creative of the opposite sex to get married so we can have a family and all that other stuff. You know doggone well when we sit your ass down. Yeah, and I'm glad Judge Mathis exposed her damn ass for saying. I said no wonder she out here. She doing some legs when Judge Mathis put Wendy Williams on blast, but guess what? She shut the fuck up. She sure did. Man, Wendy Williams even be behind the doggone seizures and stuff. You better shut up. And that line on Halloween with your statue of liberty, you about to fall down. And I'm glad Paris, my higher sister's parents, called your ass making fun of her mixed hair and her daddy and stuff, talking Michael Jackson stuff. Bitch, please sit down. You mad because you look like no, you can't pass for white like Paris Jackson's called like her ears. All them blonde weeds. Nothing wrong with blonde weed, but we now seeing a lot of that behavior, okay? Of that jealousy in your own actions, okay? Instead of saying, accept the sister parents, know that you got family members and ancestors on your mama and daddy side that look like that back in the slavery and Jim Crow. They probably did pass. It's probably went up north and passed by your ass not in Jersey, in Boston, wherever you was from, instead of being in the South. Okay, I have to go historical with this situation. Okay, so you just set your ass with that. You would have that camera complexion that you trying to light up too much. Miss Wendy Williams. You better shut the fuck up, leave Paris Jackson. I'm glad, and I'm sorry. I do feel sorry about her have these seizures about to fall up, but no, she talks a lot of shit. I'm trying to get all detail. Let's get back to the subject, okay? Anyway, point is, I started like her at first, I defended her, but when she started going overboard a lot of things, I said, oh no, Wendy, hush up, bitch, hush up. And so, therefore, I showed you. And now, y'all seen that video that I'm putting share seats on being chickens, and she'll fall out. I said, y'all wrong, that's blasphemy. Don't be putting that gospel song okay. But, get to the subject. So if this high school student, if she is caught in some girl stuff, y'all, you need to call her queer. No offense to me, homophobic. To be a queer dyke and all. So she said on her channel, okay, on her Snapchat. Because I'm not saying she does, but we live in 2018 and we know how people blurring it out, okay, and trying to change and make the double standards, ignorant double standards. I had to call it out on this channel. Bitch, sit your ass down because we catch you in them parties with white people and you another white girl make it out and do some things and we hear some rumors from them dudes y'all fooling with. Okay, you can't call out by a queer there. Thank you. Hush, hush, hush. Shut the fuck up, okay? Now, to the little girl, she said picking cotton and fuck Black Lives Matter. Okay, and I'm looking at it, just like I had to eat her out about this old queer stuff, I'm looking at her face. Them dark eyes and dark hair. Not too Aryan, not blonde and blue eyes. It's not even bleach blonde, even though that's not natural, but you know what I'm saying? It's not bleach blonde. And her eyes are dark. And she got a little more, just like I just did about the video about the teacher that said she's a white supremacist and stuff. Here we go. This is why I advocate the pride of multiracial ancestry. Look, girl. Besides your parents scandalizing, and I'm cursing here, scandalizing you, okay? Doing what Jesus was talking about in Matthew 13, okay? No, Matthew 10, about whoever love their brother and sister or mom and dad or themselves more than me or no disciple of mine, take up your cross and follow me, okay? Say that you fall against brother and all that other stuff. People think that all families was, in my case, I use that, tell my family that we each other to make that argument as well. Then also it talks about that, whoever scandalized little ones were thrown to the sea. While they were scandalizing you, did it tell you any secrets about your family history? Because I'm looking at this little girl here, and her physique is not all that Caucasian. Not all that white Aryan European. She can pass enough, shall I say? But it's a little more exotic. Them eyes, that dark hair. She a dark white woman. Can I ask why is that? Do you have any Native American or any African or Asian or anything of color, Hispanic? Because most Hispanics, we should say, because this side of the book, because I'm Spanish Creole, from Louisiana, got roots in Louisiana. That's how I'm Hispanic, and you got Hispanics from south of the border who are three races mostly, and maybe a little Asian mixture as well. No matter what they look like, from a Mala Negra to someone looking like Luis Miguel, those look indigenous like Selena and Jennifer Lopez kind of look indigenous. We have a lot of indigenous look. You know what I'm saying? Can I ask you that question? What is your background? Because you don't look all 100% white. I'm sorry. I had to, because once again, we'll go back to Hitler. If Hitler had the Nazi Germany again, okay, let's Hitler come out from the dead, you would not be in his army. You look very Semitic, Moorish, ethnic, Arabic, exotic, racial mix. You don't look white. Can I ask you why you don't look white all of 100%? You look white enough, should I say, but not white. White. Blonde, blue. Paris Jackson, even though her hair dyed blonde, okay, look white more compared to you. So can I ask why you look white? Don't look white all the way. Can I ask why you making this video and you, with your ethnic features, making white racist statements? But your heritage does not look. If that's Native American, that's not white, baby. Don't let the blood quenching shit fool you. It's a multiracial person who is mixed with Native American. As African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Native American, who is dark chocolate, who is caramel complected. Okay, knowing that that's an admixture, knowing that non-hairy body that Native American, Mongoloid DNA that came out of Asia to the Bering Straits straight to the Alaska to North America, that was here first before the Europeans stepped foot here. I know that that's not white. They wouldn't take over the land from them if they were white. So that Native American DNA is very, very vivid. Is it black DNA? Did a mulatto pass and somehow lied and said they were full-blown white to marry? What caused you to look ethnic? Because I had to ask that question. Y'all, and I be looking up and down, like Tyra Banks said about us, so you can check someone's mixed hair. Look up and down, and I'm looking up at her like, wait a minute. I'm looking at her. I can understand blonde, blue eye, white, Aryan, dark features, okay? And if you can still be mixed and look like that too, okay, just in pass. But this white woman, this white girl, does not look all that white. So can I ask, what is your full entire background? This is the whole reason why I tell people stop calling folks who are not purely something pure. Include my own self, because I'm not pure black. Don't you see the argument? Don't you see the? Okay, it's no different than a couple years ago. I did a video about Eagle Eye, whatever her name was. Y'all know I'm talking about Natasha Ned. Or her name Natasha Ned. The one who was more lighter than I am, with natural hair. She wore a hair dress, and sometimes she wore an afro. She like a light skinned version of Pam from Martin, Empress I Empress, whatever her name. Remember she said kill the crackers in the city of white people, and y'all all eat chicken nuggets and nuts. And the Fox News had her on there making fun of her, and I laughed. I said, this woman look more mixed than I do. This woman is lighter than me. Descendants of white people, all fucking people in the same sex and stuff. What you saying? Oh, yeah, talking about, okay, bitch, and talking about kill all type of, okay, ain't none of us are pure black, so that includes us. And your ass is way high yellow. You don't look like no pure black woman on a piece of yoga, and no, don't have no Akon complexion. What the fuck you talking about that you, descendants of white people? You got more looking than I do. Okay? I have a 10 compared to you. I'm darker than you. What the fuck you talking about? You don't like no what? Okay, this is the same situation with this bitch here, to this young little girl here. Whoever taught this little girl was stupid, do not know nothing about their ancestry, who is trying to get white privilege so bad they had to act like white supremacists. No different than J. Edgar Hoover. You know J. Edgar Hoover was passing for white, and he was sleeping with men while he was killing brothers in the movement trying to help us like Martin King and Michael X, okay? When he left Nation Islam. Now, you know, the Michael X Nation Islam, not like, okay? When he left, got wise up and left the Nation, that's the Michael X I like, okay? Because you don't like the Nation Islam either, okay? So true, they paid by H.L. Hunt, the Ku Klux Klan billionaire in Texas that got John F. Kennedy killed, okay? Let's call it like it is. And wrote that book. I bet him, a lighter skin, Elijah Muhammad, made that doggone book to the black to keep us in our place. Book to the black man, not to the black woman, but to the black man. All these list of rules that goes against civil rights and individual freedom. Let me make my own damn rules as a free man of color. Don't tell me what the fuck I'm supposed to do in my damn life. So, paid. That's why there was a team they acted all savage towards back in the day. I wasn't there back in the day, but that's why they even do this. They trying to harass you and even keep an eye on you, trying to control you. And I don't mean to bring up the Bible curse, but it's no different than St. Paul saying in Galatians, I think 2 or 3, about the false brother ready to slave you. That it's no different than them. Okay? Well, anyway, so my point is that they, you know, Natasha Ned, whatever her name was, Empress I, a single segment, whatever her name, right? She made these, and she even admitted now to the white, so supposed white girl about Black Lives Matter. Let me explain something about Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter was not founded by a black person, a person African American who not, because none of us are pure black. You know who made Black Lives Matter? A white Jewish man being there. We both Leos, because our days, which I love to meet, George Soros. George Soros made that movement. There was no brother in the hood, or sister in the hood, trying to make Black Lives Matter. Yet they came into control of it. But who found it was George Soros, a white Jewish man, who is a billionaire, okay? So, so when you say it's an anti-white, I know y'all want to consider Jews white because you know the Jews were first black, and the descendants of these white-looking Jews are a mixture of it. Okay, that's why some of y'all have big lips and curl hair. I never get. I was on Prodigy back in '94, '95. You remember Prodigy was like AOL on them billboards, posting boards, messaging boards, and one white Jewish woman said, "The black women using relaxer, can they use it on my curly hair? I'm tired of my hair. I want my hair straight." You have to use it probably 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You can't, don't you put on super on your hair. That's for kinky hair. And not all of us have kinky, even though we have kinky hair and I have kinky hair, we're supposed to use a regular. Let me specify those who are using super on your hair. That's why your hair's getting fucked up, because we're mixed. Yes, many of us have kinky hair, but it's not as coarse like the people from the motherland who ain't mixed. That's what's super full. Regular, okay. So all y'all have a relaxers. When I get my, I use a regular, baby. I don't use those super for course. So back to the white Jewish woman. That's that black DNA that came from the Jewish when the first Jews were black. Okay, hello, and then they married those from the Caucasus Mountains who became Jews, who were converts of Jews, who were white, and they intermingled. That's why that Hitler hated Jews. Okay, that's why you have Jewish that's darker than can pass for a Hispanic sometimes. Okay, got big lips and wide, no curl pattern hair. We know that. And then how the hell? Okay, so she said, yeah, you have to use it for 5 minutes. But I used to know 20 how to be bald headed and looking like what's the one name that was on Martin Maya from Martin and Sinead abuse and you know what I'm saying? And without the neutralizer, without the neutralizer and your hair, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, but she was asking, so y'all get my point. I had to tell like it is. The Jews were for thank you. And for these Jews, white Jews, are the sins of those dark black Jews because the black Jews mixed. Remember, they couldn't intermingle based on their faith, not based on race. The Jew believe in one God. The other Gentiles believe in more than one God. Okay, and God is a jealous God. So if you are to marry a Jew, you had to get married. Like Sammy Davis Jr. had the same thing. You know, he believed in one God, but he was a Gentile outside of Judaism. Okay, he was a Christian. He had to convert to Judaism in order to marry that white Jewish woman. Okay? Y'all get my point? Even though not she has a mixed DNA and she partially black as well. So that's why. Y'all get my point. I said white people was against that. But I thought y'all ain't like white Jews, so-called white Jews. You know, consider them white. Okay? That is kind of weird. That is very weird. Okay? That's why even old crazy Howard Stern, who's not a practicing Jew, but Jewish by heritage, not by faith, okay, as him practicing, his hair is so black and curly. He looked like a twin of he can be Slash's brother, who is part black. Okay, y'all get my that's the truth. That curl, that old Negro part, it's not kinky, but it has a curl pattern, like the Mariah Carey curl pattern. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't get, thank you. Y'all don't look into that. Why do you think Jewish women naturally have big, some of them have big lips? Why do you think Barbra Streisand's nose is not like an average Caucasian nose? That's that mixture of black DNA. Okay, let's keep it real. Y'all so ignorant out there. That's why white supremacists do not like Jewish people who are white, supposedly. They mixed. Okay? Kramer, he a nigga too, bitch. I would call and say, by you being Jewish, you got more active features than an average white person. You screaming nigger, you're a nigga, you're a high yellow nigga. Sit your high yellow nigga ass down. If I were them brothers in that damn thing, I said, excuse me, I hate the N-word. We don't call me a nigga. We both got black DNA. No matter how different we look. Sit your high yellow nigga ass down, bitch. Call somebody a nigga. I saw that. That's why the white folks, the real white people, don't want your ugly ass there. Shit. Shoot, that's why you got in trouble. If a real Nordic white man say that shit, Mel Gibson's still making money. And he both bash cocoa white Jews and African. If you know Whoopi Goldberg, she Jewish by conversion and she got African DNA and she defended him like an other slave. Oh, Master Mel Gibson ain't like that. Then had another bash from old niggas. But she loved playing that old junkie roles for the white people. You know what I'm saying? That's why people have did not like Whoopi Goldberg. I admit that. You know, my own grandfather, the same complexion as Whoopi Goldberg, dark skin. And he like cause it remind him of the, you know, the minstrel show, Jim Crow. You know what I'm saying? And nothing wrong with natural hair, but she wore it. Cause back then, a lot of us in the 80s did not like that type of hairstyle, the dreadlocks. We thought that it was, you know what I'm saying? Of course, in the word dread, they say the dread because people, it's offensive, but we got used to the word. But they didn't, you had people African saying that would not wear dreadlocks. You had people who did, okay? But you was like obscure, okay? People who wore dreadlocks was into either reggae or they was into drugs. There was a stereotype they was into, or they was into the Rastafarian. And now it's more trendy. See, you can see too many brothers rocking dreads back in the day. Okay, you had flat tops, you had fades, you had the processed hair. After the conk and the fro came on, he had the S curl. You get my point. So you know what I'm saying. So you get my point. And back in the day, you definitely couldn't get no job with no dreadlocks. And you were not just a white person. who's behind the desk, it was also African American. They wouldn't hire you. You know what I'm saying? So when we saw Whoopi Goldberg and she had these dreads and she's playing these stereotypical characters as a junkie. Yeah, she'll play the Valley Girl too, but she played the junkie for these white folks. It was like she advocate white supremacy, that black is inferior and white superior. White folks don't have to act like that they make money, but she over here playing the coonery. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why we saw it, and then about her being dark. That too, you want to advocate dark is beautiful. She ain't the sister on the Afro Sheen commercial that you want to date, you know what I'm saying, and get married to this model. She advocating that slave image. You see what I'm saying? Which why we see why she plays Celie. Okay? Okay, do y'all get my point? So that's why that was the image that we was taught in our head. So we saw it like, we don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? So do y'all get my point? You get my point? That's why we talking about the Pete Yogo who showed the beautiful. You don't see her acting that way. You don't see Amala Nagla acting that way. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't see the what's her name, Viola Davis acting that way. But when you saw Whoopi Goldberg, it was like, really? And you had dark skinned people who didn't want to associate with that. You know what I'm saying? And say the Wesley Snipes. Before Wesley Snipes had a major roles. Remember he was a Michael Jackson bad? I'm bad. Okay. Who did he play? The thug. The dark skinned thug. Okay? And everybody like, ugh. Yeah, brother. All right, trying to look like that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get my point. When they okay, thank you. Image has a lot to do with it. Stereotypes and image has a lot to do with our brains, how we think. Okay? So I want people to understand that. Y'all not looking at the perspective. That's what we're looking at. Now, when we see Amara Negra, we see somebody who is dark-skinned, but she's beautiful. She don't advocate the stereotype. But we see somebody less young. Like, you get my point? Look at it. It's a video on YouTube. We're talking about a thin girl and a fat girl. Let's say the big girl and the thin girl. The thin girl was attracted not because she was thin, because she saw herself as attractive and she put on clothes and she made herself attractive. While the big girl who was big was not getting on dates, not because she was big, because she saw herself less than fortunate being big and she was not taking care of herself. She had poor hygiene, not because of her weight, because of her mentality. Okay? So you see how we see African models, I'm talking about real dark Africans on the runway, and they wearing the best clothes, whether it be male or female. They 9 10 top Jerry Speaks, okay? Jerry Meeks, Jerry Meeks, okay? And they not advocating the stereotype that we've been formed in the United States with 3Ks in America, okay? Do you get my point? But we see Kodak Black, Cheapy, that type of mess, in Leslie Jones and all that, and Eris speak them stereotypical images, and even Whoopi Goldberg back in the day. It's like, ugh. Y'all get my point? So y'all didn't understand stereotypes. That's what we're attacking now. When you don't buy into it, and because you gonna see Wayne Brady, and that doesn't sound gay, as a handsome man, a handsome dark skinned man, but you will see Kodak Black. Ugh. You see what I'm saying? You will see Tyson Bever, handsome dark skinned man as he is, and ladies love him. But if you see someone looking ratchet and winky dink like Will Little Wayne, you're like, ugh, who won't make a baby with that? Them hoes after that money ain't after him. They reflect that too. Y'all get so. Thank you. Mentality and image. The video, I need y'all to understand it. There's a video of the thin girl and the big girl. The big girl had played into the negative stereotype being a big girl, which why nobody want her. Now, if she changed her behavior and her mentality and still be big, she would get the love she received. That's what the whole message was. It's about self-image. If you don't see yourself as great as inspiring, people are going to receive that. You know what I'm saying? And you don't get rid of this attractive people who they look. I mean, look at Hazel E. She not attracted to me, but people think she is. How negative she is. And I mean, she light skin, and funny, she even light her own skin, her own self. You know, she's lighter skin, but she get more lighter, and she's, you know what I'm saying? And she making fun of, what's her name? People was at the Jess, what's her name? As in loving her, not at the Hazel E. Because they saw how negative she was, and all them damn surgery make her like a damn man. Okay, I'm sorry to say this, so everybody don't want that. I don't care how y'all shit anxiety look. She not all that attractive. I'm sorry. Okay, she excited now. I'll pick a Mariah Carey over this heifer here. I'll pick a Mala Negra over Hazel E. Ugh. I don't know why a young brother was going with that. See what I'm saying? So it takes a lot, and I never forget, there was a woman who was attractive. There was a lot of skin, and I'm glad I didn't go with her because her attitude stinks. It's remind me of the song of Caroline. Okay, y'all get my point. Yeah, I'm saying okay. Your rose smell like woo woo woo, and you smell like I don't know. So let's get to the subject. So going back to the Black Lives Matter thing, you sit here and say that shit, little girl. Okay, the reason why Black Lives Matter because don't matter to you because you are racist and you want Black lives to pick your cotton. Okay, that's the only thing you're for. It shows how lazy you are because if you white people was not lazy, they could pick their own cotton. They didn't need slaves. They don't need migrant workers from Mexico. The reason why Mexican immigrants came to the United States because it's all money and everything, and you chose to keep the Barcelos here. White people, white people chose because they wanted, because African American people didn't want to pick that cotton. We didn't want to pick that cotton. Why I get mad, brothers and sisters? The Mexicans want to take them jobs away from us, and if it's low wage position, you be slapped in the face. Because Martin cannot fight for no low wage positions. Okay, they want high class and CEO positions and professionals, and they was denied doing Jim Crow unless you was some high yellow with some straighter hair. You know what I'm saying? And it passed the paper brown test, the light brown paper brown test. Cause this is brown skin. Okay, this is caramel skin, not too brown, but it's a brown skin. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about because you get a brown crest a little bit darker than me. But you know what I'm saying? So if it was paper brown, then I could automatically pass. But it's a light brown, a lighter, more shade lighter than me brown paper. That they trying to, but it was trying to get a pale complexion, okay, pale skin, okay, white near white people with some fine hair or some straight hair, not coarse hair, and to get in them positions, okay? Then they couldn't work in the white community like that. They had to work in the African American community, in the color community, okay? Let's call it like it is, okay? All right, so here you are whining about a Mexican or some other immigrant that's Hispanic origin that's not Mexican taking a little wage position. I don't want the motherfucking position. If you went to jail and you got high and had a baby out of bed, like bow to the white racist man stereotype of who you are, and you got butt hurt from it legally, socially, in all the areas of life, please do not mind ambition about some immigrant taking them to jail, okay? But the immigrants are there because they didn't care about papers. Long as their crop was fixed, long as their buildings were made, all these Latino immigrants that's building buildings, you talking about sending them back to Mexico and other countries, but where all the white men do it? Why? Can I ask this question? Why if you don't want Latinos here and African American people? Why I don't see white people cleaning your damn bathrooms? White women, white men. If you're not lazy, why I don't see it? You can get the one from Trailer Park do it. Get the ones from Trailer Park do it. Clean the bathrooms and get the ones from Trailer Park who the low economic white people that live in trailer parks in the Appalachian Mountains and in ghettos that have to be in the mostly black and Hispanic neighborhoods. Get them positions. Why are you so quick to say that they good, the African American people good to pick your cotton, but you turn around and say African American people are lazy, but your ass can't pick your own damn cotton, okay? And pick your peppers and pick your strawberries. Get them white people who are, remember the classism and racism. Why you as a white person and working class white person can't do that shit? And build them railroads and build, because it wasn't for those people of color to build your pick cotton, strawberries, and all the other stuff, and get the railroad and clean your toilets and clean all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? The reason why we are an integrated society and we have diversity, and this is the problem. You get butthurt when an immigrant who goes to school, whether it be from Nigeria or from China or from Mexico or from Haiti or from Venezuela or any countries of color, okay? Who come in this country, who come here poor, become rich, who also are Arabian people or Middle Eastern or anybody of color or East Indian come here with a college and they are doctors, they are lawyers, they're all these professional people for white people, right? Okay. It's weird that a white person gets like that white woman in Canada. I want a white doctor. I don't want them doctors there. So you ready for your kid to be sick because a white doctor's not there? So my question is, where are those white people who where are those white people to clean your toilets? If we people of color are lazy, don't think we're good at picking cotton and cleaning the house, why are you white people getting us to do this shit? Because I'm mixed with white, but I don't look white. Okay, so the fully white people are ones who can pass for fully white and claim to be fully white. Okay, why are you not doing those things if we are lazy and dumb and stupid and do nothing and not us stuff and why the immigrants are here? Majority of immigrants here illegally to work, not for drug cartels and raping white women. Okay, and actually you got them thugs from Latin America to sell dope in the community. Okay? You use African American thugs and Hispanic thugs and Afro Caribbean thugs in those the plant your drugs. Blame Reagan and Bush for that shit, bitch. Don't blame us for that. Blame the CIA and all the back and what's Richard Nixon who said it about water. Blame them. They the one went over there with NAFTA. Because remember, Mexico and them countries were safe to go to. It became a hellhole when they got involved. When white America got involved, called like a white racist America, bought the drugs here to kill us. But when it became an epidemic in your community, in the white community, when crack cocaine, and also when the opium and meth became epidemic, that's when y'all want to talking about drugs and having counseling. And it's funny that you'll get a white criminal who sell dope, who own dope, counseling, but African American people in Hispanic, you don't want to give them counseling. You're going to spend 20 years, 30 years in jail. A white person who rapes somebody and rape a kid gets out of jail faster than a person of color doing those things. So before, and you elect people in law enforcement to do that shit. You elect judges and everybody, and have a white jury that has had the same narrative, racist narrative as you do. So before you start talking about picking cotton, next, once you white girl, supposedly, go pick cotton at a white person. I mean, if you want to prove that, because trust me, I ain't picking no cotton. Call me ladies, I am not exploiting myself. But once you go clean toilets, work at McDonald's, do all the things you say that we're lazy at doing. Once you do that shit and prove that white is right. Once you go ahead, pull yourself by your bootstraps and start working. You're important. Instead of part, why don't you go read books? Because usually they want to put you in college. I bet not see no F's on your college report. I bet see a high school diploma and also a college degree. And while you're getting a college degree, I better see you at working at McDonald's or doing some grocery, and you have to learn Spanish as education, speak another language. Do you know that? We speak English. Well, when you go to school, you have to pick an elective, right? A foreign language. I pick Spanish, which is part of my heritage. No, but truth be told, even French, but we don't live in people speak French, okay? And I was trying to put myself by a bootstrap by speaking Spanish too. Not for the money, but I love speaking Spanish and naturally because this is my heritage, real, okay? So, point is, once you do that, no, you're not going to do that. But you use your white skin as people to idolize like a goddess. Is an idol thing, so you can try to get white privilege and get economic. Because sometimes when you're working at a job, it be us minorities working 10 times harder than you, and you don't do shit. So who's real lazy? At least us minorities who work harder. Because I don't mind. Let me say something. I know it's hard. It's wrong for us minorities have to work 10 times more than a white person, but I don't mind doing it. See, I'm like Halle Berry, what she said about she did 10 times better than the white people at her school, and she's part black and part white. Let me explain why me and Halle Berry are both Leos and August. Let me explain why. Because we were working at that money and paycheck, and we want to prove the person who thinks who's superior that they're not all that superior. That's the reason why we have to prove our enemies wrong. So, to you, Miss White Girl, if you are, because I don't see, I'm sorry, I'm looking at this girl, she looks like she mixed with something, I swear. Baby, get your education. If you don't like niggers, excuse me for language. If you don't like, and no minorities get offended me saying this, I want to speak this language. Well, since I have a quant of your DNA, I look like you. I'm gonna speak your language. You don't like niggers, you don't like spooks, you don't like wetbacks and spicks and chinks and redskins and camera jockeys and all that other stuff then take your white redneck ass to school. Learn how to get, I'm sorry, I had to say it like that. Learn how to get an education. Pull yourself by your bootstraps. Stop partying and get high. And if you are kissing, girl, stop being a dyke, okay? And start being straight and live straight and arrow, okay? And learn how to be with white people and learn how to stay off of Snapchat and also to read them books so you can be educated, so you can be somebody else's boss and be a boss bitch. Since affirmative action character white women, minorities, including minority women, they go after white women first and be next to your white daddy, okay, who will control everything. And learn how to run a business and be in charge next couple years. This is gonna be our boss, y'all, okay? So therefore, so you don't like us niggers and wetbacks and spicks and monkeys and camel jockeys and chinks and redskins and mutts and mongrels and all the other things you want to say behind our backs. You don't like us, my people of color, then please stop being on Snapchat. Stop partying. Stop getting high. And if you're kissing girls, stop being a dyke. Okay? I had to say it like that because I'm speaking their language, y'all. I know it sounds offensive because she don't understand real English. See, if she was educated, she wouldn't be saying the stuff she was doing right then. But when you talk to ignorant, you know how I am. I talk ignorant to ignorant people because they don't understand intelligent language. And since she's claiming to be intelligent, I am because she's white, supposedly, and purely white, supposedly, she's not proving it. Does it make sense? Girl, go read your books and try to get educated since you were superior and white. Stop trying to be ignorant like a white nigger. That's all I gotta say, bitch. And you don't look all that purely white. Check your DNA, take your background, bitch, before you start talking.